Officials accused of bungling the nullified presidential elections. The protest came as a local rights group released a report indicating that at least 37 people were killed in 3 days of protests held in August after the declaration of Uhuru Kenyatta as winner of the polls. Although Monday's protests were largely peaceful, a vehicle drove into demonstrators in Nairobi, injuring 3 people, while 1 person was shot by suspected plainclothes police officers in unclear circumstances. The opposition has called for weekly protests to push the Electoral Commission to implement reforms ahead of fresh presidential elections later this month.
Waving placards, chanting pro-reform slogans, the opposition supporters marched along Nairobi's city streets, their final destination, the Electoral Commission's headquarters. That journey was temporarily halted after men in plain clothes fired at the crowd and a vehicle rammed into the demonstrators.
The demonstrators, one has been shot, is in critical condition, is being rushed to the hospital. 2 have been knocked by vehicles here, and they have broken limbs. So we are trying to rush all of them to the hospital. Police are shooting live bullets at the protesters. There's nothing we have done.
Outside the Electoral Commission offices, police kept close watch but did not disperse the protesters, as has been the case in the last 2 demonstrations. Today's protests come a day after President Uhuru Kenyatta said that he would not be holding any talks with former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, his main opponent during the fresh presidential elections due on the 26th of this month. Pressure is mounting on the 2 political rivals to meet for face-to-face talks aimed at breaking the ongoing political deadlock that risks scuttling the fresh elections, but both are maintaining a hardline stance. Sarah Kimani, SABC News, Kenya.